Good morning, Michael J. Soler here with a quote of the day. Compassion is the ability to see ourselves in others and act with kindness. You know, I think when we listen to this, right, what it is the compassion is the ability to see ourselves in others and act with kindness. I think the fact that it had to be said that we have to act with kindness is probably horrible, right? It's a weird scenario is that we're not always kind. We don't always look out for people. We tend to turn our backs or shun people due to the lack of understanding, knowledge, and we do things that we would never want done to us. And I bring that up because, you know, when we start building our business, we tend to be very selfish in it. And what we don't realize that to really fulfill our selfish needs, you have to be giving. You have to be willing to do for others, help others, build others, and see others truly succeed. And you'd be shocked to find out how much it comes back to you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that that's period, right? Because I know people are out there that you know, they're scumbags. That they're going to rip you off. They're going to cheat you, rob from you. They're going to, you know, take your money, run and not deliver. They're going to run their mouths about you. That's going to happen, and I know that. But I think that's why this quote is here, is to show compassion. Because at some point in time you were struggling. At some point in time, you know, the shoe was on the other foot. It was that scenario. And kindness, as we've talked about this in earlier episodes, but kindness is not just being nice. It's doing the right thing that the person needs to get them where they need to be. Sometimes that's tough love. Sometimes it's putting them in their place. Sometimes it is just giving them a helping hand to get up. But this is why it's important for you to truly show compassion, because you want to see that you're going to be in every shoe. Sometimes you're going to have the opportunity to look back and see where you came from and see somebody else there, and you're going to be able to reach your hand out to help them. And as well as sometimes you're going to be looking forward and seeing somebody else and knowing to respect them and ask for their guidance. Now, I want to end today on an additional little thing that I was told when I was younger, getting into business, and I was getting a little cocky. And my mentor at the time told me this. They said, Mike, very simple, live by these words. Be careful on the toes that you step on today, because they may be attached to the tuchus that you must kiss tomorrow. Something to think about. Now, be legendary, and I'll see you tomorrow.